Hi there, it's Jason here from ist.mods. Today I'm going to talk about Thermaltake's Floe RC360 CPU and memory all-in-one liquid cooler. You do have to buy Thermaltake's compatible RAM, which is the Toughram RC. Okay, let's see what's in the box. Okay, so we get 120mm RGB fans. On the fans comes a 4-pin cable connector. I have an RGB cable connector. It gets some thermal paste. I have the RGB controller cable. I have 2 cables synchronized to your motherboard. Cable F does Gigabyte. Cable E does MSI, Asus, ASRock and Biostar. I have a 3-way fan splitter. We have an Intel bracket. We have an AMD bracket. We have some LG8 2011 standoffs. We have the Intel and AMD fittings here. We have your rear motherboard plate for Intel and AMD. Have a non-conductive pad. And we also get the thermal pad and the fittings for the Toughram. The Floe RC360 comes with some quality braided hoses. The total radiator length is 395mm, which mounts 1 to 320mm fans. We get 2 RGB cables. We also get a 3-pin fan header for the pump. The CPU block and the Toughram RC block have this lovely copper finished base plate. Okay, so now I'm going to start and prepare the AIO to fit into my PC. Now, the CPU block comes fitted with the Intel bracket as standard. If you're running an AMD motherboard, simply remove the Intel bracket, line up the AMD bracket, push it in, slide it till it clicks, and that's the AMD bracket installed. I'm going to be using Intel, so I'll do a quick switch back to my Intel one, like so. I'm now going to fix the 3 fans to the radiator. So you take your fan, you place it in a position on the radiator, put the cables in the direction you want for cable management for your PC case. We are going to fit the fans with these long screws that come provided. Simply place a screw in the hole and line it up. Now just tighten it up, but not too tight. Simply line up the other screw hole and repeat this process until all 3 fans are fitted. That's now the fans fitted to the radiator. Okay, now we're going to prepare the backplate. This side is for AMD. I'm using Intel, so flip this side over. I take the non-conductive pad, place it across evenly, press down firmly. This pad stops any metal-to-metal contact from the backplate to the motherboard. Now we just get a standoff, place it in the correct slot, and then place on a washer to hold it in place, and just repeat the process. Then again secure it with your washer. That's the backplate now assembled. I'm now going to fix the backplate to the motherboard, so I'm going to have to line the holes up with the bolts. Like so. Take one of these plastic spacers, push it down, let's get the backplate on. Okay, as you can see, that's the backplate now installed. I'm now going to install the radiator, so I'll remove the back panel from this Core P5 version 2 Black Edition. Get a hold of the AIO. Now, normally you would mount the radiator like this inside your case. which give you the best performance, yeah. For demonstration purposes, I do have to mount it on this case here. To secure the radiator to the case, keep a hold of the radiator, use a small screw to provide it, fasten like so. Repeat the process until all the screws are fitted. Now we're going to fit the Toughram RC. You can check in your motherboard guide, it will tell you which RAM slot needs to go in. Just put it into that slot and push down gently until you hear the click. Okay, before we can fix the Toughram RC block, we need to remove this sticker to reveal the copper base plate. And we do have to apply this thermal pad. I must ensure you take off this clear film on the bottom first, like so. Line the thermal pad up on the copper block, press it down and peel off the blue cover, and that's the thermal pad ready for the block to install. Now to apply some thermal paste. Fit the CPU block, always ensure you remove the sticker, get the block, line up on the screws, like so. Got the block on the screws. Once the screws are on, tighten up in a figure 8. Keep continuing this and just do it finger tight. So that's the CPU block now installed. Right, now let's get the Toughram RC block installed. So, line the holes up. Drop in your screw. And tighten it up. Do the same for all the screw holes. Remove any excess of the pad. And that's the Toughram RC block fitted. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration of how to set up the fan cables and the RGB cables. I've laid out nice on this white desk to make it easy for demonstration purposes. So, first of all, to connect the fans, we have a 3-way fan splitter cable. Simply just connect your fans in. So fan 1, fan 2, and then your third fan in there, which leaves you a 4-pin fan connector, which you connect to your CPU header on your motherboard. You also have a 3-pin fan header on your CPU block, which you need to plug into either your CPU optional CPU 2 fan header, alternatively use the chassis fan, your system fan, or even your pump header for that one. Moving on to the RGB. Okay, start off on the CPU block RGB cable, taking the male end, connecting it to the female end of the Toughram RGB cable. So just like that. Continue the process like a daisy chain. Take the male end from the Toughram, connect it into fan 1, and the same again for fan 2, and the same again for fan 3. As you can see, they're all now linked up. We'll then take the RGB controller cable, take the female end and plug it into the male end of fan 3. Then you take the SATA cable end and plug it into some power. Once plugged into power, you'll see the RGB has come on. On the Thermaltake remote control here, you have a mode, colour and speed. As you can see, the RGB is on there. If I press the speed, you can see it'll either slow it down or speed it up for self-preference. If I select mode, change the different colours. Colour mode, in case you want a static colour, you can move through the options, and the mode will take you through different options of fading in. And you can select whichever mode, again, is self-preference. And it's as simple as that. Thank you for watching my video of the unboxing and installation guide of Thermaltake's Floe RC360 memory and CPU all-in-one cooler. I normally do custom water cooler loops. I found it very easy to fit. If you're just starting out, it's a great bit of kit to get a hold of and use. It has a premium quality feel about it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you.